Thank you for having me. Thank you, LD.
Absolutely. We're excited to have you. And I was excited to see your build in NBA 2K. So let's start with that. What was the feeling like for you when 2K reached out and told you that you're going to have a build featured in the game?
It was actually surprising. I was shocked for sure. It was amazing. I really appreciated the opportunity. And I've been going crazy on that build too. So
love it. Let's talk about the build. What did you decide to put into the game? Because everybody kind of has their flavor on different positions. So where did you land?
I'm more of a defensive player. And you know, I decided, like, why not make a lock, you know, that can do everything. So I kind of landed with a lock build.
What are the pros and cons of the build? Where do you think this build is best suited for? 5v5, 3v3? Like, where do you think you can excel with this build?
So far, I'd say more of the 5v5s. I'd say 3v3 is okay too, but definitely for the 5s.
What are some of the stats you really like to highlight with this build? Is that a high steal, high perimeter? Like, where does this build really excel defensively?
I'd say steal. I have a 99 rating on my build. So I usually have average like about 4 to 5 steals a game.
See, I like that because I run out about 4 or 5 times a game. So if I can get an easy 10 points off those steals, that works for me, Renee. What kind of tips could you give fans that use this build to play hard defense, get those steals?
I'd say patience is big when playing defense. I'm more of a lanes player. I also play a lot of on ball, but
our cameras caught the Clippers arriving at their building and coming through the tunnel with a lot of style and confidence. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. On the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Avdia out there with Matisse Thybulle, and it's Williams at the 5. And for the Clippers, down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Thomas is out there with DJ, and it's Ball in at the 3. Stan, peer through your coach's lens just a second for us, and what are you trying to accomplish early on in the season?
Well, I think, Kevin, there's so much player movement now. You've always got a lot of new guys. So, number one, you want to get everybody oriented into your system and the way that you do things. And then you're trying to figure out who are your best combinations on the floor, who starts, who comes off the bench, everybody's role. That takes time.
That's great insight. We've seen some flashes, Coach, from Shaedon Sharp in his career. He can get hot in a hurry.
Well, look, Kevin, he is a great athlete, and when his shot starts to fall consistently, he can be electric. Right now, he's putting it together little by little. He's just got to continue to improve.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Sharp, the pass to Henderson. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They're still in the bottom third of the league, but see a little bump up in the rankings.
And when I look at the Clippers, they've sure made a statement here early on, outpacing some teams that were expected to be better, owning that top spot and defending it with pride.
And here's Henderson. He had 15 points last outing. And the wide open shot from Avdia. Here's Williams. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Relentless effort from Williams. The board and the bucket.
DJ kicks to Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Well, you know Coach loves seeing the offensive game plan being executed to perfection.
The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute, and we talked about the matchup against Scoot Anderson. He told me Scoot is an extremely talented player. He's already somebody you have to game plan for with his scoring and playmaking. This is a guy with superstar potential. coach has a lot of respect for the skilled youngster. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now Henderson. After the miss, 3 from DJ. Now here's Henderson. Here's Sharp. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, this isn't the start they wanted. Need to just settle down and move the ball for better shots.
Portland's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Thibault, the pass to Williams. Sharp trying to break free. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, this is where Williams gets most of his points. Rolling off the screen, ready to catch and finish.
Well, Stan, after 11 seasons with this Blazer organization, Damian Lillard traded away in 2023. What a run he had for Portland.
Incredible, Kevin. Not only in terms of his scoring and his individual honors, but the success he brought to the team. While they didn't get over the top and get to the finals, they were a consistent winner. If you were a fan in Portland, you had a good team to come and watch for all of those years.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no sign of letting up.
Yeah, they've come out with more energy and effort, and that's reflected in the score.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Eubanks, he's checked in for Zubac. Jones comes in for Leonard. Norman Powell's checked in for Ball. And it's done in for Thomas.
Yeah, that's a nice hustle play, but boy, it drives a coach crazy to concede second chance points.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Some guts. Simon's finishing with strength.
Clippers leading by 6. Here's DJ. Hits the three-point bomb. DJ's got 16.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Here's Simons. No good there. Good work defensively by Jones. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. And that one is good from DJ.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
From deep. Here's Klingon. And it's Klingon with the jam.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this league.
Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Good on the triple. That's now 22 points for DJ.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Hendricks can't get it to go. And so Powell will bring it up for Los Angeles. It's a 13-point game. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Portland.
Yeah, and they took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Hendricks passes to Simons. And Jones pulls it down. Here's DJ. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. The Clippers lead by 13. And back with the start. And complete the new group for Los Angeles. From the arc, it falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
And not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate. Exactly when his team needs it.
On the floor for Portland, they've got Robert Williams, And Fernie Simons out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Klingon, and it's Hendricks in at the 3 spot. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Kings really lit up the floor. He contributed 51 points, and he was really dialed in from three-point land, making a lot of long ones. Incredible effort on his part. We'll see if tonight means more of the same. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance. Tossing a pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
Now, here's DJ, covered by Simons.
Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
Got a piece of it, and stolen by DJ. Here's Eubanks. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
They get it back. Klingon, no good with the layup. And Los Angeles guys shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense. And it's DJ missing. Portland's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown.
Out of bounds.
And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here.
Coming onto the floor for your Clippers, Chris Dunn.
Outside, Simons. With 2 seconds left. And it's Williams throwing it down.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific clip. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Clippers ahead, just dominating this one. We'll see you after halftime for the... And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Look at DJ in this one. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Down on the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Cam Thomas is out there with DJ, and it's Ball in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. There has been, Coach, a lot of talk about how players today are better than ever before. Do you agree with that?
Well, absolutely. Isn't that the way evolution works?
Right.
Kevin, they're bigger, stronger, faster, but everyone builds on the players who came before them. And the guys today would not be where they are without the guys before who laid the foundation for them.
Tries again, and DJ with a layup. 39 points for DJ.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Here's Sharp, 5 points in the game. Shot to stop the run. Thomas grabs the rebound. Pass to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. There's the pass to Thibault. Shoots over ball. And the shot is long.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And coach, this guy, Matisse Thibault, he really changes what you can do on offense with his defense.
Yeah, look, Matisse Thibauld's as good a defender as there is in the league. He hasn't had that profile because we haven't seen him on TV as much, but he's disruptive. He causes turnovers. He blocks shots. This guy's as good as there is in the league.
So long and disruptive, a great word to use.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
It's the quickness of ball that's a problem for defenders. Solid at finding ways to get fouled on the way up.
Substitution on the court.
On the floor for Portland, the wings, Sharp and Avdia. Williams is out there with Klingon. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. The Trailblazers shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Outside Williams. Back to Simons. And he lays it straight in.
And Simons shows off that soft touch inside.
Here's DJ. Good on the three-point shot. DJ's got 42 in the game.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
And the 3 ball is good.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's DJ, and DJ throws it down.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Bangs home the trifecta. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stands for Los Angeles?
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
From downtown, another bucket. Wow!
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. 3-pointer, Simons. It's hauled in by Brown.
They need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
Hey, Stan, we've exported so much corporate basketball knowledge overseas. Remember when Fratello and you and your brother Jeff would go over there and have these clinics and teach the coaches the game. And they've taken that knowledge clearly and run with it.
No, I think that definitely happened when those guys went over. I think now it's sort of going the other way in large part. I know that all of us in the league now study what the great coaches in Europe are doing, and there's a lot of them, and the game is different, but they incorporate a lot of different concepts. I don't know a staff in the league that isn't spending a lot of time studying in the international game.
Passes to DJ. Cuts off the pass. And they're on the break. The pull-up. And he hits the jump shot. Simons has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, this is why you got to keep pace with Simons, because once he's got a step on you, you're finished. Well, he leads everyone in scoring, and he shows no intention of slowing down.
1:46 left here in the fourth quarter. That's tipped. Eubanks grabs the miss. Eubanks got his 5th rebound in this one. Inside. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Klingon's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Clippers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for DJ.
Well, he was so active defensively, anticipating, grabbing steals, one of the most underappreciated stats in the game.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Brown dishes to DJ. The tray. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Sharp with it. Pass to Simons. It's hauled in by Brown. Now DJ fires from deep. And good! He hits it again.
Make that 61 point.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll do it, folks. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports.
It's hard to say loyal to you when she looking at me in that way. It's hard to not think about the way I that now you remember. Blow me on her page and now she won't post on IG, she's clever. Hit her on a burger, I'm in Atlanta, love to the river. You done said it is a bad little girl, you with on my tether. I was giving my all to you, you cold, I gave you my sweater. Took you to a ball or two, and baby you fit in a slipper. I'm doing my all for you, and you were just letting us with her. But one thing I know, my money is small for you, so you better sounding hurt for right. I'm real Santana tonight. I'm wearing Rick Aaron tonight. Yeah, I'm counting the bands tonight. Yeah, that rain tonight. Yeah, I'll get in the tan today. I'm getting some tonight. Yeah, I'm rocking some beats tonight. Huh. I'm rocking some beats tonight. I'm getting a tan today. I'm rocking some beats tonight. Huh. I'm rocking some beats tonight. I'm getting a tan today. I'm rocking some beats tonight. Huh. And I wanna get me forever. Huh. And I wanna get me forever. And I wanna get me forever. Yeah, she shaking that like a earthquake.
Yeah, let's shout it when on the game when she see us have that G. Want my last name, but I'm finna pass this free. Yeah, she tryna get in my mind, I lock the door and pass the key. Yeah, I tell that one time, the shit ain't fine enough like me. Yeah, too bad, I might make her my accessory. My mama said I rock like too much black, I might need me an exorcist. Let me shine forever. If it's time, I'm ready. I might turn up no edit.